In Chapter 15 of Part 1 of Beloved, we learn via flashback that in the days after Sethe and her children showed up at 124, Baby Suggs was afraid to celebrate until Haley showed up, not wishing to hurt his chances by thanking God too soon. Then, 20 days after Sethe arrived, Stamp Paid came by to see the baby and mother he had rescued. Inspired by something only he understood, he went off to a hidden place and picked 2 buckets of blackberries. Baby Suggs wanted to show her gratitude by making some pies, and the celebration began to snowball, and when it was all over, she'd fed 90 people. After the party, people got angry. They disapproved of her excessive generosity. Working in the garden the next day, Baby Suggs smelled the disapproval all around her. But then she sensed something different, something dark. Through another flashback, deeper into the past, we learn how Baby Suggs came to 124. Mr. Garner got a good price for her because she'd hurt her hip. He bought her and hauled her back to Kentucky to help Miss Garner cook and feed the chickens. But even this work was difficult with her injured hip, so her son Haley worked years of Sundays to buy her freedom. Baby Suggs thought her freedom meant more to Haley than it ever could to her. But when her feet touched land across the river, she discovered that he'd known far better than her the joy and fullness of freedom. We then learn that Baby Suggs' slave name was Jenny Whitlow. But as a free woman, she took her husband's name, Suggs, and the name he called her, Baby. Friends of Mr. Garner helped Baby Suggs get settled, renting a house to her in exchange for sewing and doing laundry. She began to search for her children, a search she finally gave up as a lost cause. Ultimately, she knew only of Haley and his wife and children. This flashback chapter sets up key details that lead to the novel's central disclosure, the circumstances of Sethe's decision to kill her children. Baby Suggs' story undercuts the notion of any good kind of slavery. Baby Suggs' premonition of something dark and coming is blocked here by the scent of disapproval and the anger of her neighbors. There's no doubt that Morrison indicts the community, but this communal failure will get replayed with a difference in the novel's final part.